Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Red Flood as Fiume. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So apparently I just did not assign any general to this guy at all, which I should have. Do I actually not have a field commander? Apparently I don't. So you know what, let's just promote this guy. He's a 2211. Pretty okay as far as I am concerned. We'll also get some invasion plan just going. Just into Italy. Seems good enough. The 16th Oregno is going to be finishing in a few more months. 140 days is quite a while for a focus tree to take. Or a focus idea to take. It'll be done soon. It'll all be done soon, which is nice. Elsewhere across the world, I mean, Austria's still gone. You know, they're accelerationists, so they should hopefully be joining our faction sooner rather than later. We can use them in a war against Italy. We can use them in a war against Germany when the time comes. I guess we'll go for a concentrated industry. Now that we're actually making rifles, a small number of rifles, don't get me wrong, 2.3 for a day, which is awful. Like, that's so bad. Well, you know, what can you do? Right now, what can you do? Until we get, like, a new focus tree, there's really... Our options are quite limited, as unfortunate as that is. So I think we're just going to go for, like, the 1938 guns. Just because nothing else makes a ton of sense. By the way, are you... Yeah, you're not a core state. You're not a core state. I'm assuming Libya is not considered core as well. It's actually having a demilitarized zone. So actually, Libya might break independent. We might have to just wait and see what's going to be happening over there. We got Southwest Africa, South Africa. All you guys are basically doing just fine as far as I can tell. Paraguay's at war with Bolivia. We probably want Bolivia to win, but I don't know if either one makes too much of a difference. And the Republicans. What can they do for us? Can they do anything? You know, the giant awakes. The American juggernaut, which doesn't seem very, very good for us. The death of the Nanzio, which I think is, yeah, our current leader. This morning, Il Profeta Arduce Gabriela di Azario has been found dead in his bedroom. Official autopsies believe that the Duce died peacefully in his sleep at a venerable age of 74, suspecting no foul play. This news has been of little comfort to those of the Duce's most ardent followers. Posada Gilante, an old friend of the Duce, purportedly sought to rally the Ardenti, believing that the monarchists in Italy have engineered the death of the beloved leader. The more rational response has been a quick organization of the council, an emergency council consisting of the most influential members of the Fiume government and military. The first action of the council included a declaration of a period of mourning, followed by a longer period of celebration for the Duce's life and the ideology he took to such Olympian heights. The last communicated degree of the council has been the mobilization of the Ardenti in an effort to curb both internal dissent and dissuade any from our many foes from taking advantage of this grand tragedy. Will he carry forth this cause? Right now, it is just, I'm assuming, like, the council in charge. Don't know why they've got, like, the Big Dipper as their star constellation logo. I'm guessing the other thing just kind of disappeared. Well, it is what it is. The great loss. We're going to lose some stability. We're going to lose the Endeavor, which we already don't have, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. The greatest loss. The emergency state. And we'll be choosing our new successor. Let me see. What do you guys actually do? We got the Warrior. We have the Aviator and the Theorist. Probably want to go for the Warrior, I would say. So we want to go for Shimoi. As leader of the Accelerationist Party. I mean, we'll see. Lo incontro di Consoligo di Emergenza. Fiume has... I can't read Italian. Fiume is devastated by the recent events. Yazanio is gone. In the future, we march forward, so willingly became foggy and worrying. Casario degli Ultimi has arranged a meeting to discuss who should be successor for our beloved Duce. The council decided to give emergency powers to Fiume's most influential figure. The fortune of futurism. I guess I don't get to choose. Martelli is being put in charge. I'm assuming the options that I chose before changes what you got here. That is okay. We'll go 3 more days on you. The Theorist. Syria has declared war on Israel. Sure, that does not matter. I mean, but Israel is accelerationist, so we probably do want to support them if we can. So the theorist, which gives us some more operations here. Eventually, it looks like we are going to be declaring war on Italy at the end. So the engine of man, 200 political power is quite nice for us. So we can probably change a handful of these laws here. So Israel and Syria have ended their peace. Jordan is also independent, but they're just reactionary. Nothing too crazy. Is there anything you guys can do? Just your basic kind of stuff. So we'll see if maybe Israel can join our faction. We'll go with a non-aggression pact on them for the moment. CNT. Okay, so Spanish Republic, unsurprisingly, has been killed. Spanish state, though. Are we getting any volunteers? No volunteers right now. CNT's looking all right. I mean, they've definitely been pushing somewhat. I can't send any volunteers to this area, even though I would really like to. We don't want the anarchists to have any kind of grip in anywhere in Europe. We want the futurist to control as much territory as possibly can. Can I actually see? I guess the accelerationist. Yeah. We actually go to the ideology. I mean, it's doing pretty good, I would say. All these little white countries are the futurist. Or the accelerationist, again, I guess I should say. Like, you are accelerationist. I mean, we're doing pretty alright, I would say. All things considered. And what about the Moroccan states? Nothing too crazy happening there. Maybe Spain would attack Morocco in the future. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. They have a casus belli to take that territory back from Morocco. We got the Great War tank. Again, isn't going to be super useful. We'll go for the 1938 support equipment. It's going to help us out slightly more. Ever so slightly. The 54 divisions. I mean, Germany, I think, slowly starting to build up, which worries me a little bit. How are you guys actually doing on manpower? The answer is we have no clue. Not even the faintest idea about what's actually happening right now in Spain. So we just won't worry about it too much. But you're actually slowly being trained up. I'm assuming our actual troops on the field. Yeah, they have all their guns. They're very well trained. Like, they are... Our units that we have right now are really good. Heavy support, light tanks. I mean, the problem is most of the stuff... We have none of these guys even... Most of the stuff really isn't meaningful. So I guess we'll go for light tanks just because they're cheap. And then probably for fighters and heavy bombers as well, I think maybe makes some sense. Because you're going to get us 200 political power. Which isn't bad. Base war support plus 15%. I mean, our stability and our war support have dropped substantially. Which is very unfortunate for us. Scrapping the councils, scrapping the laws, scrapping the institutions. Just scrap it. Let's throw all of old society into the garbage can. We're starting something new here. There's no limits on progress. So 15% war support. We're also going to get a little modifier. We'll see what that actually does for us. You're all... Yes, you're only 35 days. You're actually not as bad. You're negative 15% base stability. But then we gain 0.02% stability, I'm assuming, till the rest of the game. Research speed. Actually... Is our research speed fine now? We're plus 15%? Okay. I'll take that. Because once you're done... I think we just go straight into Consolidating Industry 2 right away. Just make our industry as good as we possibly can have it. Then we're going to go for fighters. And, probably the heavy bombers makes the most amount of sense. And it'll be where we need to be soon anyway, so it's not a big deal. What makes most amount of sense? We're going to lose 6 political power to be gaining kind of a little bit over time. Factory output is pretty nice. We lose 500 manpower, but we gain plus 10%, which actually is quite a lot, I would say. And the only thing else we would need is support equipment. So, let's put 3 on rifles. We'll put 1 on support equipment in the future. Even now, we're using 3 factories. Because the Fiumish economy is basically in the garbage. And we need most of these stuff. Yeah, we need all of these first. But we do get 2 military factories for free, which is really nice. So I think first things first, we're going to go for the factory output, followed by maybe scrapping the militia. So probably scrapping corporations, scrapping the militia, scrapping the institutions, scrapping the councils, and then probably scrapping the laws at the end. System of co-op corporation is ideal for an anarchic utopia, is not suitable for the great accomplishments we must prepare to make. We need to direct finance, suppress the international trade, to increase wealth through centralization, to harness energies, and exalt the masses in order to increase, to multiply, to embellish with such means the object of our lust, ideal machine man future. I have no idea really what we're trying to do. But in the end, we do just get 100% war support, which seems pretty good. We also get free aircraft, more factories, and high declared war. I think that's the stuff happening in China, which we don't care about too much. We're following this up with scrapping the militias. We extremely need to maintain the army in full operational order until the Italian kingdom has been dismantled. In short, we need everything ready at minimum cost in the event of future inevitable war. No more anarchistic self-government, no more leisure, only maximum speed, efficiency, and artistic vitality. I think they might be a little bit off their rocker. Just slightly. They're being a little bit strange. CNT, I think they have started to kind of lose some ground against the Spanish state. So Spain should swing towards us in terms of power. Portugal right now is social democratic. They're getting guaranteed by the British. Poland, you're all basically, you know, nothing too crazy there. Like Bulgaria is socialist. Greece is reactionary. Turkey's reactionary. But actually, no, the British mandate here did dissolve. I guess that makes a lot of sense. Now that Syria, Israel, Jordan all exist, the British control over this region has kind of broken apart. We'll see if that matters at all in the future. That's going to go scrapping the institutions. I mean, that one's the only one that's actually just a flat bonus. Right? Like, I guess actually scrapping corporations was also just flat out good. Because now we're making 7.15 rifles per day. So, you know, that's significantly better than what we were getting in the past. Construction speed. Our next factory will be ready in January. Okay, so a few more months until that's ready to go. We don't want to get better rifles. Mostly because they're going to be even more expensive. And I can't afford that too much. Am I making anything domestically? No, Fiume has no domestic resources whatsoever, which seems like it could potentially be a problem. But we'll just, like, not worry about that at all. We're expanding your ranks. You're getting most of this stuff done. You're opposing the Vatican, culture free spirits. There's no gods, but speed, and Archud is his prophet. Fast Sword of Islam, Pan-Islamic Congress. Sure, man. But The Hobbit's been published. That's good to know. People love The Hobbit. The books. I don't think people like The Hobbit movie. I think people are very much opposed to that trilogy. But I haven't seen it. You know what? I mean, political power actually is not that important, but we'll just get that one first. That seems okay. Right now we have unstoppable military, which is 10% population, decent recruitment. All that's quite nice for us. 30% war support. Like, why give us plus 30% war support if just down here for set, you just give us 100%? Seems a little bit strange. But scrapping the councils. The system of councils that Fiume is so proud of is outdated, inert, and passive. Too much chatter, too much time wasted on empty little things. We need to reform the council and make them more dynamic. To destroy the great crap heap of corruption and banality, which they has by this time been reduced. I feel like some of the text in the mod is a little bit janky, to say the least. We'll go for a delay here. Follow that up with 1939. You know what? 310 days, it really isn't so bad. I suppose as long as the it's about as long as this is going to take the doctrine. So I'm not too concerned about that at all. Community Machine is going to be finished soon. And next, we're going to be scrapping the laws. I want to read it, please. The new world needs new laws, dynamic, energetic, clean, and streamlined. Freed from the yoke of the old traditional family, from the dogma of reverence and from old age, from parliamentarianism, Fiume will at last show forth the power of individuals, all of them intelligent and capable of autonomous action. How long does it take for 0.02% stability to actually replace the 15%? Austria has declared war on the Czechoslovakian kingdom. Again, that's completely okay. You're getting guaranteed by the French. So you probably have seeked French protection. So we'll see what Austria does. I mean, if they annex Czechoslovakia, I think that's probably just even better for us. But 0.02 times 52 weeks. So, as far as I can tell, it would take 15 years to replace the stability penalty we're about to receive. So I don't think that's worth it, but you have to take it. I have no choice if I want to continue down the focus tree. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, like 0.02%, like... Yeah, it's about 1% stability per year, which is horrible. Pedal to the floor. The pistons, engines, and tires of cars are divine. Bicycles and motorcycles are divine. Gasoline is divine. Religious ecstasy that inspires 100 horsepower. The joy of shifting from third to fourth gear. Joy of pressing the accelerator pedal, roaring with the metal musical velocity. We need to embrace this world. We need to hurry up. It's already too late. Research slot available. Let's go for... Ba-da-ba-da-ba. None of you seem very good, to be quite honest. So, you know, let's just go for battlefield support. Because we're going to get some planes through our focus tree. You probably want to get that going as fast as possible. The Prussian Congos declared war on the Congolese Republic. Okay. Understandable enough, because we did play the Prussian Congo in a campaign, I think early this year, probably like January, if I had to take a guess. Around that time. You got the Austro-Prussian Treaty. And Austria's taken over the entire area, so good for you, Austria. Would you like to join our faction at some point in the future? I would not be opposed to it. I guess we'll go for heavy tanks? I mean, actually, is there anything in here we want to take? Let's... I mean, does party popularity affect this at all? Political power gain. As far as I can tell, no. So you know what? We'll align arts and academia. Get more stability out of this. It's going to reduce our research time a little bit, but I don't think that's actually that bad. I think it's perfectly acceptable. We have free military factories. Or free civilian factories, I should say. So we're going to keep wanting to build stuff in the south. I think at this point, we are going to be wanting to trade not with Germany. Let's say with just France. We want to at least trade one steel. It's going to get us up to 13.72 rifles, which is pretty alright. Go for one more in guns. You actually have 1,000 in spares. You know what? Let's hurry up to 5. I know our manpower is going to be absolutely garbage. 2,000 rifles for free? I'm actually going to go for cultural rejuvenation first. We have need of the barbaric for our self-renewal. We have to shatter, level, and destroy our traditional harmony. A habit of falling into the gracious note that is produced by shameful sentimental pimping. We deny the past because we want to forget. And in art, to forget means to renew. So, a little bit more war support. Recovery rate plus 50% seems pretty alright. And getting 2 civilian factories is also quite nice for us. We've also declared war on Switzerland, so you know what? Why not? You do that, I guess. You guys are still fighting out in Japan. It looks like the Imperial Japanese have actually managed to push Revolutionary Japan back a little bit, so we'll see kind of how they continue on. Russia's not doing too much at the moment, but I'm sure Poland and them might be going into a war at some point. Yeah, let's get a non-aggression back with you just because. We can probably also guarantee their independence if you wanted to. They're too powerful compared to us, and our guarantee would not be taken seriously. Fair enough, then, I guess. But you're no longer guaranteed by the Italians, so that's something to note. We could actually also just start justifying war goals against people. 200 days is quite a lot. So let's follow that with 3 steel for free and also 2 units for free. I mean, I'll take it. I will take the free steel. So, Cult of the Deed. The principles we futurists pursue are love of progress, of freedom, and of danger. Together with the promotion of courage and everyday heroism, from a clear love of danger, from habitual courage, from everyday heroism, spring precisely and naturally an urgent need. And Hoi, please, over there. An urgent need for and recognition of the beauty of deed. So we get 3 steel, 2 more divisions for free. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Let's actually get rid of 2 of you. You have nowhere near the manpower that you actually need to produce this stuff. Because we want to get 3 more steel, we should be good on this. Because you are 2,000 rifles for free is nice. Armor technology. 2 times penalty removal. Division attack plus 10%, plus 5 flat organization is also pretty good. And reason speed plus 20% is also, like, really high. So all of those seem like things that we do want. And CNT is definitely going to be losing soon, which is nice for us. Will you actually join our faction? I don't know. It depends on how much is actually programmed to get these guys to do something. But Switzerland looks like they're actually about to fall. And with 2 more units, put them onto the front line, and we will burn the relics. Unfurl the futurist banner even higher to exalt the aggressive, forgetful of will of man, and to affirm once again the ridiculous nullity of nostalgic memory, a mystopic history, and of deed of the dead past. So we're just going to remove 1 civilian factory. So we got to just remove 1. Sure, why not? But I do think that, at least for right now, it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for watching. My name is If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoyed, throw a thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.